Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worry. I get it, the odds seem stacked back against the wall, but even consider it such, know you'll stand tall. Sat and watch from the sidelines one too many times. Wicked games to play make me wanna lose my mind. Found solitude knowing it'll be over soon. Ever need a boost, count on me for the 1-2.
Welcome to the Suplex Sports Podcast. It's your boy Mish back at it in full effect, getting you caught up with the weekend and weekly sports news. We're going to get into it. Please remember to go ahead and hit that share button, like button, subscribe button here on the Suplex Sports Podcast as we are bringing it to you live and in full effect like we always do. Check out the show with me, Zay. And we're probably going to be doing a few other things as well. Giveaway is being pulled, has been pulled. Finally, we're going to get that out the door, ship that out. And other than that, we're just going to go ahead and keep rocking out the way we do. Don't forget, we are also on Spotify. Check out all of our episodes from the very beginning with the Suplex Sports Podcast on Spotify. Check us out on TikTok, here on YouTube as well. X, Facebook, Instagram, and all platforms where Suplex Sports Podcast is available. So we're going to get into it. Very, very entertaining one-on-one game. I think the pre-game hype was what really got me between Lance Stephenson and Malik Beasley. It wasn't for the weak at heart at all. And if you ain't used to hearing trash talked a certain way, this was not for you by any means. And some of the things that Malik was saying to Lance Stephenson, it really sounded as though he was really channeling his inner booty bandit, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? Because this dude was, he was saying and doing the most, a whole bunch of craziness. Like how he's gonna make love to him. It was Diddy-esque. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna shake that ass. We're gonna shake an ass. And all sorts of nonsense, man. I'm sitting here listening to this like, bro, like, hey, man, we done hit a whole new threshold when it came to one-on-one pre-game trash talk. You know, I expected with a money fight, but like a one-on-one basketball game, yeah, it was 100 bands on the line. It might have been 200 bands. I think it was 100. It was 200 bands on the line.
Yeah, first to 12 was 200. First to 12 was 100, and then like if whoever wins gets 200.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what. Despite all the trash talk, Malik Beasley came in and did his thing.
Yeah, it was much entertainment in the finals.
Oh, it was good. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Lance was doing his thing too. Lance was doing his thing, man. But Malik's he's that guy, man. Like, you know, I don't know why he still ain't playing ball. But Malik went out there and you know, he showed it. He showed up and showed out. He definitely did. In every way, shape, or form, man. So for me, I'm like, wow. He told him, you know, slow grinding and slow dancing and make love to you and all sorts of baby oil and ass shaking. I mean, not to say that he got into the dude's head, but you know, he didn't really get into Lance's head because Lance was balling. You know, did see a little incident in the court when some dude stepped Lance, said something out of his mouth, and you know, play was stopped for a little bit. You know, it didn't. You know, it looked like it was hot and heated. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was gonna be over early, honestly.
Well, it's not to compare to the Lance Stevenson and Dwight Howard. That's what we was all expecting.
Yeah, right.
It was just a very competitive game of basketball.
Very, very competitive 1-on-1.
Yeah.
All right, and then we go ahead and leading into the next story. Now, following this up, as we all know, the Big Three league has already started for the summer season and got kicked off and underway. And sure enough, I mean, the fireworks has already started. You know, Dwight Howard and Lance Stevenson got into it on the court and spilled out into the audience as well. I mean, you know, they had a little tussle. I didn't really see any punches thrown. You know, it looked like, you know, Dwight gave a little, you know, nice little hip toss and probably realized that, you know, Lance is a pretty heavy boy. You know, at the end, Lance, you know, like Lance had him in the end, but, you know, it didn't look like any significant punches were thrown. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, you know, echo Gilly. I don't want to mess things up for Cube. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be I don't want to be shown in that light, so to speak. You know what I mean? And messing up the Big Three league. So I get that completely. And, you know, I mean, 3-on-3. I mean, but at the same time, ball is ball. You got these NBA players who still got those competitive juices going in their body, man. They still feel as though that they got a point to prove. So, I mean, you know, it won't be the last. In terms of skirmishes, but I thought that was probably like the most I've seen since watching the big league. You know, of course, there been some arguments and some things like that, but not spilling out into the audience or not to that degree. So, yeah,
Gilly got involved?
Yeah, Gilly did get involved and was trying to stop that as well. I get that completely. You know what I'm saying? And Gilly was saying, yo, y'all gotta act better than that. Yeah, y'all can't be messing this up for Cube. You know, and that's the truth. You know, you don't want people start you know, viewing the Big Three in a whole different type of light and stop pulling funding and things of that nature. So I'm sure, you know, cats will get a talking to and get that cleaned up. Also, you know, Steven Jackson ain't for it neither. I seen Steven Jackson locker room going off about cats and how they've been performing as well. So, you know, I'm you know, things has been It ain't no soft league. You know, these are NBA players who got their juices are still going and flowing, feels though they still got something to prove. And who knows, some of these guys might get a call to get back in and ride the pine. You know, so on that note, moving on. Our boy Antonio Brown. Now, it looked like they probably, I don't know if they were jumping Antonio or Antonio might have been robbed or whatever else have you, but, you know, that's why I said, man, you got to have your team around you when you move like that, despite, you know, whoever you are, essentially, especially when you're a guy, a major figure, you got money. Looked like from reports is that, you know, almost got robbed or guys were trying to rob him. You know, AB wasn't having it, and, you know, AB snatched the security guard's gun and, you know, essentially looked like he was in running a 40-yard dash, man, with the, you know what I'm saying, blasting, bow, you know what I mean, he was doing his thing. So, you know, them Florida boys are different, man. I keep telling y'all, stop messing with them cats, man. You know what I mean? That dude was running like a damn gazelle trying to catch this dude. And I thought you probably would have caught the dude without even firing a shot. But, you know, so AB, you know, is being charged with attempted murder. Will be charged with attempted murder. And, you know, look like AB, you know, despite things going on, we'll see how things shake out for him. But, yeah, the long and the short of it is, look like AB may be sitting down for a little bit. But, you know, hey, man, that's why you got money like that, bro. You should have a good security team, a good team of dudes around you in general, man, for you not to be getting up involved in that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I understand you work hard for things, and sometimes it ain't worth it going out there with all that flashiness, bro. Seriously. Back in the day, what was that movie, How to Get You Sucker? Got that funky gold around your neck.
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
I'm gonna get you, sucker. That funky gold around your neck. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, AB, I hope all goes well for you, bro. And we'll report it to you here on Suplex Sports as things go through. All right, blockbuster trade of the week. Rafael Devers from the Boston Red Sox was traded to the San Francisco Giants. Boston getting pitchers Kyle Harrison, Jordan Hick, prospect James Tibbs III, and Jose Bello. I mean, in return, San Fran is going to eat that whole entire contract with Rafael Devers that was supposed to go into 2033. I don't know, man. The guy's been with the Red Sox organization, since he was essentially 16 years old. Organization for 9 years, World Series champion. It kind of feels like the whole Mookie Betts situation here in Boston. You let go of your biggest star, and then they go on and thrive. And as we all know, Mookie's went on to win another World Series with the LA Dodgers, and so far it looks as though Rafael Devers he's already producing in San Fran. Right now, Red Sox look like suckers, and San Fran, Buster Posey and company, they essentially won that trade hands down. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Does make San Francisco better, and does make them better for the foreseeable future with Rafael Devers in their lineup. It's interesting how you trade a dude who essentially basically won you a game after just sweeping the Yankees over the weekend and releasing them the following day. Trading them less than 24 hours after the fact is absurd. They are still currently over 500. They are on a winning streak right now. I don't know where things go from here, but it may be time to look at a real established GM, and and maybe that group needs to just go ahead and sell the team, something, man, because it's been things ain't been looking right for a little while now. For real. Also in trades, Memphis Grizzlies traded Desmond Bain. Desmond Bain got traded to Orlando Magic for KCP, Cole Anthony, and 4 unprotected picks, 1 first-round pick swap. I think it's a lot to give up, in my opinion, for Bain. That's a lot to give up for Bain personally, but yeah, he's a good player. I mean, but KCP and Cole Anthony, those are players that are going to be very hard to replace. KCP, his leadership. I mean, Cole Anthony, he's been in the league for about 4 years now. It's going to be interesting. So it'll be Paolo Banchero, Desmond Bain, and France and Mo Wagner. I know that there's 2 of them in Orlando. So, I mean, it's going to be intriguing going next season. Moves are already being made. The Kevin Durant sweepstakes look like that's going to be the next thing going now. San Antonio, Toronto, heard New York in the mix. Vying for KD's services. So it does look like the Phoenix Suns are going to make a move this offseason with trading KD. Where to is another story, but we'll see. We'll see, and we'll keep you updated on that. All I know, Wemby with KD and Stephon Castle in San Antonio, that's pretty intriguing. I'm not gonna lie to you, pretty intriguing. Also, the LA Lakers, they sold. The Buss family no longer owns the LA Lakers. Los Angeles Dodgers owner Mark Walter is now the new owner of the LA Lakers. And the Lakers were sold for $10 billion.
Damn.
$10 billion. Dr. Jerry Buss bought that team back in '79 for $67.5 million. $67.5 million. And his team was just sold for $10 billion. Disgusting. As my man Silvio Dante would say, your head was in the toilet. Disgusting. Oh, it is what it is, man. I mean, I guess that means, LeBron might be sticking around for another 1 or 2 years. That LeBron gravy train ain't over yet. That bandwagon ain't stopped yet. You got the loyal LeBronists out there, so that's going to be very intriguing. All right, and let me see. Yeah, Ravens, they went ahead and they signed Jair Alexander to a 1-year deal with a lot of incentives laced for the star cornerback who was cut from the Green Bay Packers. Didn't expect that. Makes the Ravens, a little bit tough on D. They got themselves a central lockdown corner now. And we'll see what happens going into the season. We go through this every year with the Ravens and how close they get, only to shit the bed. So, with that said, we'll see if they get over the proverbial hump. But Jair Alexander is definitely a good piece to go in the right direction in terms of getting over the hump. Tyrese Halliburton is a game-time decision for Game 6 as he's dealing with the calf strain. Currently, OKC is up 3-2 in that series. And as the series now shifts back to Indiana for Game 6, must win for Indiana. I don't know if Halliburton's going to suit up. I think he might try to give it a go, but don't know how effective he will be. This is everything's on the line this next game for Indiana, and it's going to be very intriguing. Very, very intriguing. I can't tell you who's going to win. I'd be more inclined to go with OKC with Halliburton out. We shall definitely see. Calf strains is very difficult to come back from, especially with, a couple of days and I don't know how much treatment I'm sure he's getting all the treatment in the world to try to get back up out there on the floor. But it's no guarantee, especially when you go out to warm-ups and go test your leg out. Go out there, go run a layup, and go through the layup line. Next thing you know, everything tightens back up on you again. So, we'll see what happens with Hallie. But, all the best to Halliburton and the NBA Finals. All right, Florida Panthers are Stanley Cup champions again. Big shout out to Brad Marchand. Bruins did Marshy right. They did him right. He sent him to Florida, finish out the rest of the year, got rewarded with a ring. Congratulations, brother. I'm so happy for Brad Marchand. He deserved it. He was that guy who, like a little Tasmanian devil, stand up for everybody on the team. He's the guy you want in the locker room. A guy that you want to have your back. He was called the proverbial little ball of hate, and he backed up. And he had an impressive Stanley Cup Finals as well. I believe he had damn near a goal in almost every game at one point. Shout out to Brad Marchand. Do your thing, Marshy. Do your thing. Okay. Real quick, I know it might be a little bit old, but I just want to touch base on Boogie Gone Wild. That's right, Boogie Cousins Gone Wild in Puerto Rico. Now, I don't know what happened, to set Boogie off him. I don't know if it was some heckling or some things that were being said. Most likely it were. But, all of a sudden, Boogie found him compelling just to walk up to the fan in the front row and just shake his danky in his face. No Diddy, but still, like, you, come on, man, you gonna shake your meat in another man's face? I mean, and bro, it shouldn't even went that far, bro. It shouldn't even went that far, you know. I mean, you just go to security, tell them, yo, these dudes are being disrespectful. They're saying some not so nice things. That's something that you go ahead and take up with the organization as well. I know you know, after the ejection, you got beer poured on him, and you know, Boogie, he swelled up. Oh, he swelled up. He was getting ready to, you know, bring it back. You know what I'm saying? He had that, you know what I mean, with him. So, yeah, hey, I won't be surprised if Boogie's still in the league. I'm pretty sure he's suspended, but I don't know if he'll be remaining in the league at all. But just remember one thing, Boogie. You on uncharted territory, my boy. You know, and I understand that you're fearless as I am, and don't, you know, set it off whenever, wherever. But like, bro, sometimes you gotta pick and choose your battles, my boy. And when you're on foreign soil, and I ain't saying foreign soil like that, you know what I'm saying, because technically they are, you know, 51st state or whatever else have you. I don't know, but you know, the territory, be a part of the states. But nonetheless, you know what I'm saying, bro. Don't go on there and buck, man. Let the organization handle that, man. There's other ways of handling that. And that's pretty much all I got in that realm. All right, then. We're going to go ahead and just move forward. Suplex of the week. Good suplex. Good suplex. Shout out to my girl, the Bayou Barbie. Yeah. Miss Angel Reese. Got her first triple-double in the WNBA. She went ahead and do her things. 10 dishes. Seen her pulling about 10 boards. You know what I'm saying? About 10, 15 points, so. I don't know how many points she had, but I know it was a triple. That's right. That's right. Shout out to my girl, the Bayou Barbie, Angel Reese. Triple-double. Yes, sir. Alright, guys. So we want you guys, take a moment, please share, like, subscribe. Hit us up in the questions and comments here on the Suplex Sports Podcast. As we are on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, X, Facebook, all platforms essentially, as well as Spotify. Thank you so much to our subscribers. Giveaway has been pulled. Congratulations to the giveaway winner. And other than that, we're going to keep on rocking and rolling. This is a Suplex Sports Podcast with your boy Mish. And I'm going to give it to you guys next time.